my God. It looks so bad. What do you do when the homie rolls up in them Patrick Bet Davids? I know business. Mehdi, you don't understand. You're also a beneficiary of American imperialism. You're a part of the labor aristocracy, my friend. Patrick Bet David's lack of knowledge and lack of intellectual curiosity is genuinely confusing me. As much as I hate to admit it, your accent is getting better. I know you like number.
That Benjamin Netanyahu went to the Situation Room and made the case to Trump with Mossad joining via Zoom or wherever it was, and he persuaded Trump that this will be a walk in the park, cakewalk, all of that shit. That happened in private.
What's your percentage that happened?
That happened in private.
What's your percentage that
high
happened?
percentage.
Give me a number, 80%?
80%.
I'm 50-50 that happened.
Okay. You think Trump did it on his own without Netanyahu?
No. I said I'm 50-50, meaning I believe there's a 50% chance because...
but you don't deny that behind the scenes, the Israelis are putting pressure on the U.S.
Of course I know.
Okay. So then to come back to your broader
I don't think he's Bush. I don't think he's Obama. I don't think he's Biden. I don't think he's those guys.
In many ways, he's worse.
No. I don't think
he doesn't have any independent views.
The one thing I know with you, Mehdi, is the fact that no matter what he does, he's not going to get victory from you. We have to put those two.
Again, you can go back on YouTube, rewind an hour. I said if he restrains Netanyahu in Gaza and Lebanon.
You said if.
He won't. I know he won't.
No, I understand. But have you ever given him any credit for anything he's done? When we set out to create a shoe that blends comfort, function.
Ain't no way, dog. Ain't no fucking way that Patrick Bet David has a shoe. Okay, we got to watch this ad. I'm sorry. He has a shoe that says future
luxury.
Looks bright.
We had the choice to make it fast. We had the choice to make it cheap. We chose neither. Instead, we chose Tuscany, Italy. We chose true Italian craftsmanship, each pair touched by 50 skilled hands. We chose patience, spending 2 years perfecting every detail, and we chose the finest quality at every step. Introducing the Future Looks Bright collection. Not rushed, not disposable, not ordinary. Rather, intentional, luxurious, timeless.
Oh my God. What the fuck is this, bro? Oh my God. It looks so bad. Oh, what do you do? What do you do when the homie rolls up in them Patrick Bet Davids? Yo! Yeah! What the hell is this? It's like, is it casual? Is it supposed to be dressy? He made these shoes. First of all, there's no laces, but he wants to have the appearance of laces. And it's supposed to be like a casual shoe that you can wear under a suit. Nah, Loki, get a pair. Ain't no fucking... Wait, what? $600? $600? $600. Ain't no fucking way. Oh my God. He chose to make them neither fast nor cheap nor good looking. Brother, this is incredible. God, Patrick Bet-David, you're actually a fucking legend, dude. God, you're a fucking legend. Holy shit. You are a goddamn legend for this.
In the first term, I wrote a piece for The Intercept. I got a lot of shit for it because I said credit where credit's due. He's going to withdraw from Afghanistan. Remember, he laid out that timeline that Biden then got attacked for following. It was a Trump timeline to pull out of Afghanistan.
He did it. The Biden, the way
Trump
he did
would have
it.
done it better. Come on. It was always going to be a disaster. No matter how you pull out of Afghanistan.
There was many military personnel said there was better ways to leave.
No, I don't agree on that. But
many military.
Can I come back to your wider point?
Tell me.
Oh my God, he's showing me. I need to take a shower now. Bravo, Donald Trump is the headline. Rob's too fast. All right, so let me come back to the wider point. Forget Trump.
I always knew. I introduced him properly at the beginning. Big MAGA supporter.
That's 2020. 6 years ago. We all grow, evolve, learn from our mistakes. So the broader point about America and Israel, Iran, to go back to your IRGC point, forget Trump for a moment. Let's just take US foreign policy as a whole. When you say it's Israel, I don't accept that. I think this new thing on the right where you say, Tucker Carlson, Joe Kent, all this line, which is like, America's good, it's bad Israel, making good.
Also, Trump's Afghanistan deal wasn't bad, which is why I also gave Joe Biden credit for that too. Ironically enough, Donald Trump literally delivered that deal to Joe Biden's administration, and then Joe Biden actually pulled the trigger on it, and then Trump never let him go. Trump consistently yelled at Joe Biden over the Afghan withdrawal, which was his fucking deal. But yes, pulling out of Afghanistan objectively was a good thing, okay? What the fuck?
I'm not saying you did, but I'm saying others. It's becoming a very consensus view, which is America's really good, and then evil Israel comes on and makes good America do bad things.
No.
We need to take agency and responsibility. We are the superpower. And when Israel's murdering Iranian nuclear scientists or murdering Iranian diplomats who might do a deal with them, we have to take ownership for that. They don't do that without an American green light. They didn't kill Khamenei without an American green light. They don't do shit without an American green light. So I don't buy this idea that Israel is some rogue force. Going back to the Barack Ravid point about there's all these splits between the president and the prime minister. 9 times out of 10, America and Israel are on the same page. 1 time out of 10, they're on a different page.
Yeah. So
we had moderate presidents in Iran. They got screwed over. Khatami, Rouhani. They got screwed over by Western governments that wouldn't do a nuclear deal.
Israel went out and killed the 50 guys. You know, we could have worked together, whatever. And Trump kept saying, everybody we're negotiating with, they're killing them. Who's they? Who's he saying
and
they?
You think Israel can do that if Trump wanted them to stop? Come on.
No. What I'm saying to you is Israel, when they get their intel and they want to take somebody out, you remember the pagers. They got very good intel. They don't have a problem going and doing what they're doing. I understand Israel's motive.
So do I.
I understand Israel's motive.
But I'm saying they get a green light from the U.S.
I don't think as much under him as others. I do think they're an ally for the Middle East. And I'm not, like, you're a business guy now. You're a capitalist. So one of the things you'll experience, because you're a capitalist, it's nothing wrong. You should be proud of it. You should be, look at the smile on your face. You're making more money than ever before.
You're a numbers guy.
It's a good line.
Are you making more money?
I'm a numbers guy. You're a business guy. Okay? And I know business. I'm a numbers guy, but I'm a business guy. Taliban in power is a good thing. Objectively a better thing than us still occupying Afghanistan. Yes. Wait, what? You literally are arguing against the Afghan withdrawal? What the fuck? There ain't no way, bro. 11-month subscriber? Are you fucking serious? Wait, you... What? I know you like a number. What the fuck? Bro, defending the Afghan occupation in the Big 226. Oh my Lord. Have you seen Afghanistan now? Yes, I have. I have. Wait, are you... There's no shot you're genuinely saying the American withdrawal should have never happened from Afghanistan, right? Oh my God. Respect, chatter. Chatter's like, hey, I know we spent $8 trillion. I know we spent $8 trillion to replace the Taliban with the Taliban after 20 fucking years. But what if it was 21 years and $9 trillion instead? Just one more year, bro. Just one more year and we would have fixed it up. America fucked it up. Shouldn't they fix it? There is no fixing it.
You're less money right now.
I'm making more money.
That's good. There's nothing wrong. We should be proud of it.
Did I say that? That's not my definition of capitalism.
But here's where I'm going with this. In the last couple of years since you've been private, how many opportunities have you had to do deals with people?
Many.
Many. When you're on the call, do you know their motives?
No.
Their motives are typically beneficial to who?
Themselves.
Themselves. Is that something that you and I would be surprised with? No. Why are you here today? Why do I have you on today? It's going to be a good show for us. Why are you on here today? You don't live down the street. You came. There's a motive.
Yes.
Both of us have a motive, so both of us are winning from this exchange that we have. Okay.
Understood.
In that sense, the way they negotiate, then it goes to who's the better negotiator. Then it goes to who gave up more. Then it goes to all the other stuff that you got to go through, and you got to make adjustments.
Well, Trump is a horrible negotiator, and as Benjamin Netanyahu said, these are Benjamin Netanyahu's words, for 40 years, I've dreamt of attacking Iran. He's the only president who would listen to me. Those are Netanyahu's words. I'm paraphrasing.
For 40 years, Trump
Every
said
president said no.
In 1987, he would go and take over Karuk Island. He said that in 85. You make it seem like this guy's not an independent thinker.
Well, he's not an independent
Trump
thinker.
said that in 85.
Hold on. He also said, none of us knew they would hit the Strait of Hormuz. None of us knew they would hit the Gulf countries. You idiot. Everyone knew this.
You can't give him credit that he said this 40 years ago.
Yeah, I don't know how he got that one thing consistent.
Oh,
but
yeah,
what about
I don't know how this one thing he did.
Wait,
I don't know how he came back.
Dog, who gives a fuck? Yeah, we hit Garg. It was a bad decision. So it was a bad decision fucking in 1987. Who cares? It has remained a bad decision. Wow. You don't understand. You don't understand. Donald Trump was wrong in 1987, and he kept being wrong in 2026. Okay. What am I supposed to give him credit for? Who gives a fuck if he was stupid all the way back then? Now he's stupid with actual intelligence on his side.
Patrick, you keep asking me to give him credit.
Yeah.
The Iran war, you praised him.
Here's the thing. Also, Donald Trump himself said voting for Kamala Harris would mean going to war with Iran. Like waging unnecessary wars. So expecting consistency from him is unbelievably stupid. So yeah, if you're trying to claim that this is like his decision because he's consistently wanted to wage war with Iran since 1987, well, okay, he's either consistently stupid and wrong, and we're currently living through that, or if you want to recognize the reality that he's not an independent decision maker in this situation and he totally got goaded into it in large part by Benjamin Netanyahu, if you don't want to recognize that reality, rather, then you have to still recognize that he either independently made this bad and stupid decision, but that's not exactly a good thing for Trump, or he got goaded into it by Benjamin Netanyahu. Neither outcome is good.
On day one of the Iran war, would you accept today it's been an absolute disaster because Donald Trump is not a war leader? He doesn't understand foreign policy. He doesn't understand war. He just said this week, I'm bored. You know what he said this week? I'm bored of all this.
Mehdi.
Like a child.
Mehdi, let me tell you what it is. You know, I have a local doctor I want you to go see. He specializes in TDS. And I think you would work very well with him. Over a 6-month period, he'll be able to get rid of your TDS.
I have a guy who's a psychologist, and he deals with cult members.
Yep.
And I think he'll do well with you guys who can't get out of the Trump cult.
See the difference?
I asked you, I gave you an opportunity in front of the audience to criticize Trump on Iran. You can't do it.
I will.
It's been a disaster.
Can I tell you?
Please.
The difference between you and I is I will sit there and I'll give credit and I'll criticize.
I'll give him credit. What should I give him credit for?
I am more supportive of him than you are.
What should I give him credit for?
Because the longer you're a capitalist, you're gonna want somebody that's pro-capitalism.
The economy is horrific under him.
Because
my business is doing badly because of him.
It's
because of the war. Who started the war? He did.
I take ownership that he started the war.
So when you say give him credit,
can I
finish?
Give him credit? You're gonna allow me to finish my thought?
Please.
Did you give him credit with Venezuela?
No, of course not. Illegal action.
So that's also no.
He broke international law, American law, the Constitution.
So that's a no for you as well.
He killed a grandmother.
Let me ask you a question.
And he brought this guy into a court case that he might lose.
If they take over Cuba, would that be a victory in your eyes? So give it already criticism up front.
You think I'm supporting, you want me to come here to Florida and support imperialism? You support imperialism.
So
you support just invading other countries.
So you go back,
criminal,
you
Patrick.
go criminal. Well, how
Yes.
the hell do you think America got so big? What do you think they did? It was an expansionist James Polk idea.
Oh my God. It's so funny. He's literally like, dude, this is why Republicans win though, straight up. Because like a lot of people are just very dumb and they're like, what do you mean? If you got it, you got to use it, man. It's good. I guess the counter to that literally is like liberalism, internationalism under a liberal world order is a progressive force in history. And the question at that point is, okay, do you think that we should still have like warring factions and unlimited tribalism in the world and go back to an era where, you know, the French and the Englishmen were fighting each other for 100 years? Like, do you think that that is a better situation? Because that's what happens with might makes right. The American design had to abide by at least some boundaries. The American design had to abide by certain restrictions. Obviously, America violated it all the time, but there was at least like some kind of lip service offered to the international rule-based order at times, and that kind of kept things fucking intact. Might makes right is the reason why currently America's getting its shit pushed in by Iran. Because Iran was like, all right, if you don't play by the rules, we can't play by the rules either. And that's the reason why we're fucking going to close the Strait of Hormuz.
Technology of let's go out there and buy all these other places.
Was there international law, the UN Charter, the Geneva Conventions at the time?
But you're sitting here complaining about something like this where you're living in a country, it's because of the byproduct of the visionaries previous to us that they made it what it is today. Why do you...
Oh my God, it's Zen fascism. He's doing it. Mehdi, you don't understand. You're also a beneficiary of American imperialism. You're a part of the labor aristocracy, my friend. Don't you realize that this American bounty that inevitably comes back to you is the reason why we have such a robust system? If we don't extract natural resources from the periphery, someone's got to do it. I just spat out a piece of rice from my mouth. I don't even know where it went. I'm a numbers guy.
feel so safe here?
Bizarre argument.
Why do you feel
I know
so
you
safe
really
here?
like
Why
the
don't
numbers.
I
Alaska,
feel
we
so
should
safe
go
here?
conquer Cuba.
No, that's not what I'm telling you.
Sounds like it.
If they're expanding, I don't mind an expansionist president. I don't
You
mind
like
it.
imperialism. So
I
how
don't
are you
mind-
different to the
I
IRGC?
don't mind an expansionist.
How are you different to the IRGC? Everyone says
Kidding me?
everyone says
Islamic revolutionary
they're
government.
accused-
Everything is about.
Wait, what? Mehdi. What the fuck has the IRGC done that is dude, come on, Mehdi. God damn it. Let him finish? Okay.
They're
God
accused-
tells them what to do and
no.
that on death upon America.
they're accused of being expansionist, of trying to take over the Middle East. That's the big allegation that the Gulf states make against Iran. And yet you're sitting here saying, but we should take over the Western Hemisphere.
By the way, do you know what I would actually say?
I'm
to
not
that?
imperialist.
Let me ask you a question. You got how many?
Insane that we're having a conversation about
How many
imperialism.
subscribers do you have with your channel right now that are paying you
On Substack?
on Substack?
I'm not going to say that number.
Let's say it's 100,000 people.
Okay.
There you
No,
go.
It's not.
Wait. He did it again. He fucking did it again. He literally keeps asking these fucking questions. As soon as Mehdi retaliates and offers a reasonable counter, instead of addressing the counter at all, Patrick Bet-David immediately moves on to a totally separate question. Oh my God.
Not sadly.
Okay, but let's just say you have 50 to 100,000 people. You're doing well. You're making good money.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you taken any viewership from anybody else?
What do you mean?
Are people watching you that used to watch somebody else on YouTube?
course.
What an expansionist you are.
this is-
what a shameful
What time is
expansionist
it? 2 o'clock.
capitalist.
I've been with you for 1 hour and
bullshit
20
Mehdi.
minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. That might genuinely be the stupidest argument I've ever heard in my entire life. Straight up. And I've seen a lot of, like, I'm talking like, you know, Twitter posts, subreddits. It sincerely reminds me of when people try to fucking make the comparison that I'm basically Jeff Bezos because I react to other people's YouTube videos or whatever. And it's still somehow dumber than that. I would much rather have to deal with someone sincerely believing that I'm basically Jeff Bezos and I'm exploiting other people's labor by reacting to their YouTube videos. I think that's a more intelligent argument. And it's not an intelligent argument at all, but it's still a more intelligent argument than the one that Patrick Bet-David just advanced. Yeah. If that argument is 2 + 2 = 5, this is 2 + 2 = fish. Incredible. This is beyond a non sequitur. I've actually never seen the nuclear grade enriched uranium version of stupidity until this very moment. And he's so happy about it. Look at his face.
This guy's expanding his YouTube channel, but God forbid anybody else does it.
I've waited an hour, 20 minutes for you to say the dumbest thing with respect, Patrick. That is not an analogy.
Every time
that
you
is
say the dumbest things is when you get cornered. What do you mean you're expanding?
That is the worst
you're
analogy.
Expanding.
Did I go into the New York Times? Hold on. Let's take your analogy. Did I walk into the New York Times and abduct the editor-in-chief of the New York Times, put a bag over his head,
do you have any
and
employees?
take him out in order to undermine the New York Times?
Do you have any employees?
Yes.
How many of them came volunteer? How many of them did you recruit and hire away from another company?
How many of them did I get with a gun and a special forces team? You're making a ridiculous analogy.
Oh my
you
goodness.
expand as a business. That's the same as illegally occupying other people's land.
What la-la land are you living in? Like, what do you think happened to this world?
World of law.
What do you think happened to this world?
You do realize the problem that the MAGA folks have when they say this is you lose any credibility to criticize anyone else. You can't criticize Iran then. You can't criticize Hamas.
And I don't.
You don't criticize Hamas?
No, I don't criticize. If you're able to expand.
So if Hamas goes into Israel, you're for that?
It's not about if I'm for that or not. If you're able to successfully do it, that's your vision. I know I have to defend against it. What?
Oh my God, he's so awesome. All right, I'm back in. No, he literally is so one-track minded on being Sigma grind set that he literally said if Hamas were to militarily occupy Israel, then that's their vision. And they went out there and they said, I'm a numbers guy. We're going to ChatGPT it. We're going to grok it. And we're going to seize Israel. And they did it. You got to defend it. You got to defend it. I'm a numbers guy. Listen. The problem with Hamas that I have, Patrick Bet-David, is that they're not Sigma grind setting hard enough. They're not locking in. If they had actually bought my new shoes, that would have given them the confidence. If they were wearing my $600 shoes, that would have given them the confidence during October 7 to seize control over the Knesset. Okay, at which point I would be defending it because they locked in. They have the vision. He said, like, look.
Able to expand.
So if Hamas goes into Israel, you're for that?
It's not about if I'm for that or not. If you're able to successfully do it, that's your vision. I know I have to defend against it. What do you think companies do? How do you think companies work? What do you think companies are supposed to do?
I think it's insane that you're comparing business expansion to us going around the world killing people.
Mehdi, why do you think we have military? For what?
Ourselves.
Against what?
Threats.
Against
but
another
you
one
want to be the threat.
I'm not saying that.
You think Cuba's trying to expand right now?
No.
You think Cuba's trying to expand? Where are they expanding to? Miami?
No.
You've been living in Miami too long.
By the way, maybe
I think you've been drinking too much Miami water.
I should rarely go to Miami. Maybe that's their fault. Maybe that's their fault.
What's their fault?
Maybe their ideology, communism, created a poor country and their people want something better.
But that doesn't give us the right to go and take over the country.
How do you think all this stuff happened in history?
Okay, lots of things happen in history that weren't right.
Yeah, but guess what?
This is 2026.
Dude, you understand. You've taken...
Dude, it's actually shocking. Patrick Bet-David's lack of knowledge and lack of intellectual curiosity is genuinely confusing me. Okay? I did not realize that people like this actually existed in the real world. Like, he has expanded. His first principles are, it's a dog-eat-dog world, everybody capitalist, everything capitalism, everything business. Okay? And because that's his only worldview, that's where it begins and ends, he is applying that to international relations. And what's shocking about this worldview is that it would literally justify chattel slavery. Like every single awful thing that has ever happened throughout history, you would justify with this mentality. It's fucking awesome.
Market share from other people. Your viewers were somebody else's viewers that came to you.
So you support,
kudos to you.
So you want just to be clear, you want some kind of law of the jungle where might is right, power.
What do you think the law
You're
is?
You're fine.
But what do you think
I
the law
noticed you don't
is?
answer any question.
No,
it's a very simple question. Yes or no? Do you support a law of the jungle where might is right?
Do you believe
in
in non-compete?
You can't answer a question with a question. You have to answer the question. Do you support a might is right view where law of the jungle, whoever's powerful gets to do what they want?
I'm trying to find. I'll answer it for you. I'm trying to find out what other law of the land you think we live in. Help me understand.
We have domestic law. We have international law. We have criminal law.
What is the what?
I don't know where you're living.
What do you use? Do you use?
You've been in Florida far too long.
Do you use ChatGPT or do you use Claude? Which do you use more?
Probably ChatGPT more.
No, I can't. No, I'm sorry. I almost choked on a piece of chicken, bro. This guy never answers a question. I'm realizing he never answers a question. Every single time, bro. Every single time. It's always a non sequitur.
GPT more than Claude? Okay. Do you know when it first started who had the biggest market share?
ChatGPT.
Oh, who do you think's killing it right now?
Claude.
Claude's picking it up. Why?
Because they invaded another country, kidnapped the president.
Because they produced a better product.
And
hold on.
Why? Did Amade? What's the guy's name? Dario Amade. What's his name?
Yeah.
The guy who runs Claude. Did he go into Sam Altman's house in the middle of the night, take Sam Altman and his wife, put bags on their heads, and fly them back to his compound, and kill a grandmother in the process?
The only difference is that, but war is never.
That is the big difference, Patrick. I can't believe you don't see it.
No. I understand what you're saying in the argument of that, but the reality of it is, which is what?
A law of the jungle where the might is right. Do you support a world? Do you like living in a world? Are you pro? Do you support the idea of living in a world where powerful countries should be able to do what they want?
Can I ask you a question? What country?
You keep answering a question with a question.
Why do you live in America? Why do you live in America? The most powerful country in the world.
You know what I like about the US?
It's the most powerful.
No.
Go live in Iran.
No.
Go live in Iraq.
I don't live here because it's the most powerful country.
Why do you live here?
Because many reasons.
Give me.
One is it's a country that's governed by laws, principles, free speech.
Yes.
I love the First Amendment, the Constitution.
Yeah.
I don't favor presidents and people who say we should just break the law because we can.
I didn't say break the law.
What do you mean? Taking over Cuba is breaking the law. UN Charter. That's the law of the land.
If they come and they try to take over.
Who's coming?
Whoever it is. Trump's already talking about it. Rubio's already talking about it.
The Cubans are not taking over anything.
No, Cubans are not.
I'm going to keep it $1.50. I get why millions, tens of millions voted for Donald Trump. Yeah. Like, this guy's an intellectual giant on the right. Think about that. Like, we're over here dunking on him. We're like, he's so profoundly stupid, right? Meanwhile, there's motherfuckers out there who not only watch this guy, hang on every word of his, think he's fucking brilliant. They buy his $600 shoes. Those guys vote. And you bet your ass they're voting for Donald Trump. Okay? Yeah. We were wondering why they keep saying like Cuba is going to do an attack. There's an imminent threat from Cuba. It turns out Patrick Bet David.
Not taking over anything.
We are launching a war of aggression, like the Nazis. Nuremberg called it. You know what the Nuremberg Tribunal called a war of aggression?
I'm assuming
the supreme international war crime.
Is it fair to say you were against tariffs on day one?
Yes.
I was for tariffs. Guess what Supreme Court ruled?
Against tariffs.
Okay, great. Yeah. Guess what? You adjust.
Okay.
That's what happened. If they go...
You want to live in a world where Trump says, F the Supreme Court, and that's what J.D. Vance has said on the record.
Not at all.
J.D. Vance
Not
said this
guy.
on the record. But you just said you want
I'm not.
people
But let me
get to do what they want.
Look, let me tell you.
You said it. Everyone
today,
can watch it.
Trump's the president, okay? A few years ago, Biden was the president. In 2028, AOC could be the president. Newsom could be the president. Rubio could be the president. Somebody else could be the president, right? Every time the opposing side is the president, the opposing side thinks it's the end of the world. What ends up happening to America? What ends up happening?
Bad things.
No, not necessarily. Eventually goes back to normalcy. And it's like, I'm going to go the
I
other.
look at the Trump first term and I see 500,000 people killed from COVID because he couldn't handle a pandemic.
But do you know why, though? Do you know why, though? What protects America the way it does?
I would argue our laws, constitution,
I agree.
principles, history.
I like Supreme...
And you're saying I want to throw it all out
but
to have an imperialist nation.
If a leader comes in that is a visionary leader that wants to expand and grow, and he can do it within his terms, and Supreme Court and law allows it, I don't mind him doing
First
that.
of all, the Supreme Court law doesn't allow it. Venezuela was unconstitutional. Congress declares war in this country.
Yeah, then if that's the case,
the president.
well, we saw that with the 60-day rule with Iran.
He's violated that.
I understand that, and they're working around that right now in different ways.
American law. What about international law? Even if the American Congress votes to attack Cuba, that doesn't make it legal in international. You can't attack other countries.
Mehdi, let me ask you if. For instance,
tomorrow you'll say 9/11 was just. Do you support 9/11? Do you support 9/11?
No.
Why?
No,
Al-Qaeda could do it. They did it. According to your logic, Al-Qaeda had every right to do it.
There's a difference between me supporting it and then them doing it and then me retaliating to you. Like right now, if you and I were sitting...
But you don't think it was illegal?
Do I? Of course it's illegal.
Why? According to you, it doesn't matter.
No, of course it's illegal.
Also, 9/11 is illegal, but us attacking Cuba is legal.
I didn't tell you. You never heard me say attacking. If they can go and take it over without attacking and the laws allow it, guess what? I'm for it.
But none of those things are... None of those things happened with Venezuela, and actually the exact opposite of those things happened with Venezuela, and you are still supporting it. Who cares? I genuinely think he's like flailing around here to try to hold on to some kind of counter position because he has nothing. Straight up, he's got nothing. Like, there is no real disagreement here because there is no argument here. He's just being, he's just operating off of vibes and being a pure contrarian because Mehdi is woke and a libtard. And he has to, like, defend Donald Trump. That's it. Because, like, look, the principled stance here, the right-wing principled stance here, the pro-American intervention stance here is already laid out. He just doesn't know the fucking talking points. Like, you have to say that, you have to lie, basically. You have to say that Venezuela is an imminent threat. We have to actually redouble our efforts to make sure that our own neighborhood, our own backyard is clean of any sort of like foreign intervention. Venezuela was a launching pad for Russian aggression against the United States of America, Chinese aggression against the United States of America. Venezuela also happens to be a major oil provider to Cuba, which is, again, 90 miles off of our coastline, imminent security threat. Like, there are talking points that you could advance, but he hasn't even read the talking points. He doesn't even care. By the way, I'm not saying these are correct, okay? I'm simply saying he hasn't even dignified Mehdi Hasan with a clear-cut, agenda-driven worldview as to why what Trump is doing is good. He is just a pure reactionary. He is a pure reactionary that is simply going, no, Trump did it and is good because he's got the power, he's got the bitches.
That's a whole different argument.
It's not
if
a whole
the Cuban
different...
people vote in a referendum to become the 51st state.
Don't spin right now and make it seem like I want to go kill people and take stuff over.
You defended Venezuela. We killed people to get him out.
I never said... But by the way...
You said give him credit.
Wait, you never defended Venezuela? You did. I know you like number.
Venezuela, you did say that.
You don't think that was a good move?
No.
You don't think that was a good move?
I don't believe you should. I don't support regime change. I don't support assassinating foreign leaders. What did George Washington say? Don't go abroad looking for monsters to slay. Or was it Adams, I forget.
Yeah,
founder.
so you don't support what he did. You
I do not support the United States government.
Well, I thought that was a
attacking
massive
foreign
victory,
countries,
especially the way they did it.
and killing foreign leaders. Even if it has a good outcome, I don't support it because I support laws and principles.
Well, I do also support laws and principles. But if you say you support laws and principles, you're trying to tell me Obama followed everything?
No.
You telling me
he violated the law in Libya. I criticized him for
every one of them.
Because I'm not in a cult, I criticized Obama in 2011 for doing Libya.
Do you know what's the difference between you and I and them?
I criticize people on all sides. You don't.
Yeah, we do. We do it as well. But you know what's the difference between you and I and them?
Go on.
What's the difference?
Wait. What criticisms does he have of Donald Trump? As much as I hate to admit it, your accent is getting better. I know you like number. Moving to another question. Yeah, it's actually crazy. He's genuinely asking because he doesn't know.
We do it as well. But you know what's the difference between you and I and them?
Go on.
What's the difference?
You and I and who?
You and I talking, giving our opinions, and Obama and Trump. What's the difference between you and I and them?
We're not politicians.
They made it into the White House.
Okay.
And so they're gonna be able to do whatever they're gonna do. You and I can talk about it, give our opinions.
We don't have an imperial presidency. We
Dude,
shouldn't have
what? He's like a child. He literally, okay. I think this is his actual worldview. I don't like, a lot of chatters initially were saying, oh, he's like, acting aloof. He's being obtuse on purpose to like try to manage the argument. No, I think he has like toddler brain. He's like, no, those guys are powerful. They won their races and they're the big business guy. I'm a business guy. I'm a numbers guy. They are the biggest business guy. If they want to fuck me, they can. I have to open up my butthole and say, go on in, Mr. President, because they actually did it. They actually did it. They became the president. If you're the president, you are the big boss. You do whatever you want to do. Fuck my wife, please. You can fuck my wife all day. It's okay. There's nothing I can do. I'll sit around. I'll say I'm a numbers guy. I'm a chat GPT it. I will grok it. But that's how it works. Like everything is a business. Everything is a business. Anyone with any power deserves the level of power that they have because they've worked tirelessly to get it. Okay? And whichever way they abuse that power, it's actually valid because they have the power to do it. If it's successful. If it's unsuccessful, well, then maybe we can have a different conversation. But of course, if it's Donald Trump doing it, I'll still act like it is successful, as is the case with Iran.
Imperial president.
We did. That's why we have the freedom of speech of giving.
Hi, Hasan. I really like your PBD impression very much. Is there a way to rewatch it? Yes. Subscribe to value-tained. If you subscribe to the broadcast, Piker Broadcasting Service, it's not as good as value-tained PBD. Okay? But this isn't PBD, this is PBS. Okay? I'm a numbers guy. And if you subscribe to the People's Broadcasting Service, independent media, you will get value-tained more than you ever have gotten value-tained. That's right. If you subscribe, you can rewind. If you subscribe, you can send me links. And when are we getting $600 shoes with no laces for our subscribers? Soon. But yes, subscribe, chat, for $6 or for free with a Twitch Prime. This is the only foolproof way to support the show. Your subscriptions, your voluntary subscriptions in the form of a $5 a month or a free one in the form of Twitch Prime, are what allow me to maintain my editorial independence. I haven't been farming subs in a minute.
Given our opinions.
We also have a vision of America, which is supposed to be a restrained commander-in-chief. The founders came to, we're celebrating 250 years of American history. They came to this country, where? From my old country, the UK, to get away from a mad king, not to recreate a mad king.
Okay, so we can get past this. I mean, when maybe the next time we'll do the podcast, we'll do it in Cuba or Venezuela, just for the sake of what we'll enjoy ourselves with. Anyways, let me get to the next story with you. By the way, Mamdani Spencer.
Alvay's trying to top you in sub count. They're getting dangerously close. Hey, yo, chill. Subscribe now. We cannot allow the sanctuary the sanctuary city of Alveus, sanctuary city for animals, to defeat us in the marketplace of subscriptions. Subscribe now.
'Cause there is again, Hasan is streaming. Hasan is streaming. There is again, Hasan is streaming.
Stand clear of the closing doors.